Hello again, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Catalyst Corner. I'm, of course, Tony Richardson, and with me today, you're in for a treat. There's certain people who happen to bring light no matter where it is that they go. This particular person, she is the founder of Kalo Inspires, a nonprofit organization, which she'll tell you more about. Additionally, she describes her number one skill as being the plug. In other words, if there's anything that you need, her network and connections are such that she can help make those things happen. And I have personally benefited from these. So, Kennedi Lowman, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited. We finally got a chance to make it happen.
Yeah. This took way too long, but we're making the magic happen right now. So, you know the format of the show already. So with that, first tell us a little bit about your background.
I am Kennedi. I'm just me. Anything that I can do, that I can help someone do, I'm going to do it. I take on too much. So I graduated, I have 2 degrees. My background is science, but my passion is really helping people. Anything I can do to help someone, I'm going to try to help someone. Nowadays, it's a little dangerous, people killing and robbing and kidnapping. So you kind of got to be real careful, but if I can help you and still be safe, I will. So that's my passion. People need me, they call me. I do not know how to say no. I am really working on telling people no. They know when to get me, but I really am working on saying no, because sometimes I take on too many projects at one time. But I just love helping people. Any way that I can help you better your life, make your day easier, I'm all for it, because that gives me joy to help the next person thrive and rise above their situation, or make, a bad day a better day.
Now, one of the things that we have in common is the t-shirt game. Like, huge advocates. I do have my version of yours. Mine is in yellow, of course. Today, it looks like I'm a nonconformist because I don't like to do regular stuff, but I'm more interested in you telling people about your shirt.
My shirt, Kalo Inspires. Kalo is, of course, me. And my job is to inspire, uplift, and motivate anyone that I can. So my passion is to help my people. So I came up with this beautiful Black queen who, lift your head up, queen. Don't let nobody put your head down. Don't let no situation. Don't let nobody drag you down, no matter your situations or what you're going through. Lift your head up. Keep pushing. It's a bad day. It's a bad moment. We're going to get through it. We're going to make it. Let's go. So I use my social media platforms, or even my phone. My friends know, bad day, we're going to call Kay. Hard moment at work, we're going to call Kay, because I want everybody to be uplifted and motivated. I hate to see someone going through a bad day, and I hate to hear about our Black people, and male nor female. I will help anyone, male or female. So even though I represent for the Black woman, I will help anyone. And okay. I hate to see, the suicide rates within our Black community, to know that they feel like they couldn't take life anymore. One bad thing happened, or a series of bad things happened, and they didn't see their way out. It just breaks my heart. So if I can help one person push through this one bad moment and see the rainbow at the end, I'm all there for it. So I use my platforms to try to uplift and motivate, spread positive joy. I spread scriptures, just whatever I can, videos. My YouTube channel, I use my own personal testimony. And 2016, I was diagnosed with HIV. As I said, my background is science. So I work in the healthcare field. Never did I think I would be diagnosed with HIV. But I was not one of those people who was like, it would never happen to me. I just thought that I was being cautious and careful. But then you put your trust in the wrong person, and that happens. So I took it and I turned my negative into a positive, and I use it to uplift people. You kind of can't really see my logo that well in this shirt, but her earrings are the HIV ribbon. A lot of our Black women are suffering from HIV because they didn't get those talks as kids to protect yourself, or they didn't get the sex talk. It was just, don't come home pregnant. You come home with a baby, you're going to be a mother. So I try to use that to, hey, we need to start talking to our young girls at an earlier age, to know to protect themselves, to know when to say no, or if someone's pressuring them to seek help. It's okay to ask questions. even as grown women, sometimes, you're embarrassed if things are going wrong within your marriage. And a lot of times it's either sex or money. And you don't want to ask questions, but maybe your friend has a solution that might help. Hey, well, what about trying this? Maybe spice it up a little bit. This might help. But sometimes we're too embarrassed to ask the questions. So if we start bringing in these conversations and talking about them more, we can change the dynamics within our community. So that's one thing that I try to do. And I use
So,
my personal life and testimony to do it.
so getting into your personal testimony, what do you think was like the biggest struggle that you had as you went from through the range of emotions of here's a diagnosis, here's me coming to terms with everything that this means. How do you go and talk about it? Because you are, forthright or forthcoming with information for people in order to further the cause. Like, what has been the largest struggle for you during this time?
Be okay with the negative feedback. And I had to tell my family, I honestly kind of lived with my diagnosis by myself. I told a couple people in my family, like literally maybe 2 to 3 people in my family knew for 2 years before I told anyone. So but I found local support groups and things that I got active in to help and to learn more about what does this mean now that I'm living with HIV? What does it mean for my life or my body and the things that I will go through now? And so to know that, okay, I done went through the depression, the anger, the dark nights, the crying. I went through it all. So one day I just woke up with this peace, and I was just like, it's over. I'm just gonna live. I'm gonna go back to that Kennedy, that joyful, beautiful girl that I am, and I'm gonna live my life. HIV is not gonna run my life. It's not gonna ruin my life. And so my family, when I finally decided to tell them that, hey, I'm going to go public and I'm going to tell the world. Yeah, I'm going to tell the world. And they were all like, oh, no, this is not going to go well. Like, the minute someone says something wrong to you, I'm driving up there. I'm coming for them. I'm going to meet them. It was serious. Like, I'm going to be checking your posts, your Facebook. I'm going to be watching your YouTube channel because the minute those conversations and those comments start going wrong, we're pulling up. And I'm just like, guys, it's probably going to happen. I'm okay with it. Within those 2 years, I made peace with it, and everyone isn't accepting of a positive diagnosis. Everyone can't handle, the stigma and the shame and the fear that comes with it. Everyone can't, and it's okay. I am okay with it. So whatever you may say, that's your problem. It's not mine because I made peace and I'm okay with it. So I think that is one of the biggest things that was like what others were going to say, and my family didn't like how they were going to react towards me. Even my friends were like, we'll be there. Call me. Anybody text you, say the wrong thing, we'll be there.
Now, look, so which is interesting because like along those lines, I'm really curious now about how did it make you feel once you became comfortable with being vulnerable about a huge moment and doing so in a very public manner?
It honestly made me feel good because so many people were so supportive. When I made a video and I released it on my YouTube channel at like midnight, and I like literally silenced my phone and I went to bed. I put my phone in another room because I knew like, oh, these calls and messages are going to come in. I had the YouTube video link to send to my Facebook, my Twitter, all my social media. And I was just like, I know they're going to be coming in. But that next morning when I woke up, I had texts, calls of nothing but love and support. My video was viewed over like 500 times. And there was nothing but love and support. And it shocked me because I did expect some negativity from being hidden, well, not necessarily hidden, but from being kind of closed behind doors and no one knew my status for 2 years. And hearing some of the things in these groups that I was in, that people went through with their families and with their friends and, on the job. Some people hide their status because of the things they experience at work. And, they're scared that because of their status, they'll get fired. And I just hate to hear that. Like, that has nothing to do with your ability to perform your job. But with this love and support that I received and so many people reaching out to me, like, if there's anything I could ever do, let me know. How can I help you? it just made me like, it's worth it. It is so worth it, and I can do it. Even to this day, some people will pull me and be like, hey, I need you to talk to this person. And they'll be like, but you're so young. How are you okay with this? Like, I've lived with this for like 15 years and I still can't. How are you okay? And I say each journey is different. You have to find it within yourself to be okay. It just comes a point where you're just like, it's who I am now. It lives with me. It's not me. And you just have to be okay with it.
I like that. It's with me, it's not me. I really like that. Which, kind of transition into the moving forward. You also, so a big part of what you do is kind of centered around the idea of service. And you talked about, hey, how can I help you? But now my question is, how can others help you and become more involved in these different types of causes? What should they know about providing support to people who either crappy diagnosis is like, but that's not me. There's things you can fight through. Or even the things that you do from a nonprofit perspective. You're very active in the Atlanta community, making the magic happen. How can people better support these types of causes and better support the ones who are dealing with it immediately?
Well, we have a big, huge network. One major thing we do every year is the AIDS Walk in Atlanta. It raises money to help people with medicine, help people with housing. Right now, the Atlanta HIV community has a very bad housing problem because state funding budgets cut the housing for people living with HIV. So, we kind of have a lot of people battling homelessness. So if you can help, get out and help. We have a lot of things going on, big organizations. Our women's group is called Lotus. You can find us on social media, Facebook, Instagram. We have our brother organization, Thrive SS. We also have Aid Atlanta. There are a lot of organizations around here where you can find us and help us. You also have to be open. I post all the time before COVID. We had different events, and I would post all the time. They were free events to the community to try to teach the community, so that way we can reduce the stigma, because, some people are still looking at people living with HIV like, oh, I can't touch you. Oh, I can't hug you. And that was one of the fears with me. Like, I love my nieces and nephews, and I kind of felt like my siblings aren't going to let me touch my nieces and nephews anymore. And they're like, no, like, we don't care. We love you. But there are people who say their family have separate dishes set for them when they come over for family Sunday dinners. You can't get HIV by eating off this fork. So people are still living in the olden days with HIV where they didn't know, and they don't want to open their mind. The internet, cdc.org, type in HIV. Excellent information from the CDC. You have to know who to look. If you know someone living with HIV, ask them the questions. They will be glad to sit down and share the information with you. You can reach out to me on Kalo Inspires and Instagram, my YouTube channel, Kalo Inspires. I will be glad to answer any questions, or maybe put you in contact with someone if you need help. And maybe it's not HIV, maybe it's diabetes, maybe it's herpes, syphilis. I will try to find you the resources that you need, but be open-minded to asking the questions and receiving the help. I think that's the thing. People are so scared of the fear and shame that people put on them that they don't want to get the help and receive the help. And because of the shame and stigma, we have people that are still dying from HIV. No one in today's society should be dying from HIV because the medicine is that good. You take that medicine every day, you're going to live until the Lord says that, okay, maybe this car accident is going to kill you. Maybe a heart attack is going to kill you, but you should not be dying of HIV. But because of the shame and stigma, some people don't take their medicine because they don't want anyone to see them going to a doctor that they know might treat HIV patients. They don't want anyone to see them picking up HIV medicine. So open your mind, ask the questions, see how you can help.
Okay, so this is all good stuff. So it's curveball time, right? So unlike some, you had the benefit of watching a few of the episodes, so you knew this was coming. You just didn't know what form it was going to take. So I had to think of something extra different for you, because you had already kind of put the challenge out there. It's like, I'm gonna be ready for you. Watch me, stick and move, duck, move. All right. So here's what's gonna happen. You see this?
Yeah.
I'm holding a box of cards.
And you're gonna put
Right?
a question.
You are about to make a decision. You and I are about to fight it out. I'm gonna take this one white card and this one black card, and then I'm gonna give this one for you. We are about to start an argument. You ready?
Let's go.
Are you ready? Okay, so on this side, these are your cards. On this side, these are my cards. You ready?
I'm ready.
So, you are the Marshmallow Man, and you are 3 stories tall. Your guy's up to fight. I'm a mad scientist with cat-like reflexes. Tell us why you gonna win.
The love in my heart. I'm gonna wrap you in such a big hug. You're not gonna slip out of it. I'm sticky. You're gonna be stuck to me, sweetheart. I'm gonna get you in all the sticky folds and oh baby, I'm gonna wrap you up. You're gonna be stuck. You're not slipping out of that, Mr. Cat.
But I'm a mad scientist, and I've thought about the chemical composition of a marshmallow, because you know I like s'mores. And
time for that.
I feel like my cat-like reflexes, I'm dodging all of that stuff, man. Are you sure? It just
I'm sticky. Every
being a
time
big
you
marshmallow
try to
gonna do it.
I'm throwing marshmallow on the ground, sticking your feet to it. Every time. I'm throwing marshmallows. You're getting stuck.
But I'm pretty much a ninja with a huge brain at that point, though. Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. You're not going to get away from me. You're not. Marshmallow, think about how sticky it is when you're eating that s'more and it's melting. And yeah, I'm going to get you. Ha! You're going to be stuck.
Hey, you ever get mad when it seemed like the best part of your s'more, you try to take it off the stick, the fire, all the good part of the marshmallow just laying there. You're like, all right. It's like 4 other people out here. Should I eat right here off of it? Because I really want that part.
Yeah, because you can't leave. Come on, s'mores are so good. You can't leave none of it. You're like, eat it. Everybody done did it. Gonna eat it. Just gonna get it on off. Just, hey, it's a s'more. You can't leave any part of it.
How do you know then? So I'm glad that you like s'mores, because I mean, are you sure that me and my mad scientist skills wouldn't just devise a scheme to make you a s'more so you eat yourself?
Oh my gosh.
Oh!
I couldn't eat myself.
Sure you could. Look, just be like this.
I would eat the chocolate and the graham to get myself out of that s'more, but I wouldn't eat myself. No, I love me too much.
I feel like I definitely won this fight. I will let other people respond in the comments. The name of the game is actually Super Fight.
How would you get away from me then?
Huh?
How would you get away from me?
I got cat-like reflexes. They say go. Remember, so even natural Tony says, I can run faster scared than you can mad. That helped make me really, really fast and run it. I feel like I'd be good. I'm just saying. But no. So that game is a Super Fight. It's hilarious. But again, appreciate your time. Yeah, I appreciate your time. Appreciate everything that you're doing in the community. More importantly, I personally appreciate what you do in taking care of others, helping them to go and redefine their passion and purpose, and being recentered, being refocused on what actually matters. No earthly thing is going to defeat you when there's a divine purpose that you have for yourself. So with that, from all of us, I say thank you to you. And you mentioned klowinspires.com. That's KLOW Inspires. It's the same for your Instagram, same for your Twitter. And you have a Facebook page. You don't have Twitter, but it's your Facebook page. Got it. YouTube channel, Facebook page too. All right. Hey, with that, I greatly appreciate your time. Always looking forward to talking to you.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate it. Glad to be here.
No problem. I appreciate it. Take it easy.
You too. Bye.
All right. Bye. And